Beautiful. Emily says, I personally love the daily vlogs, but I do see where it can become repetitive. I like seeing you build and work with things like Elvis. I need these videos a lot of days to boost my mood every night when I watch.
Well, listen, and this is the so this is the tough thing, Jay. I haven't even talked to you because we didn't really talk since you came back down.
Yeah.
The toughest thing that I dealt with when reading, almost 1,000 comments today, was how many people said, please don't stop because I need you every day.
Yeah.
And that tears my heart apart. It like tears my fucking heart apart because I want to be there for that person every single day. And I'm not going away. Let me just make that 100% clear. We are not stopping the vlog. We are not stopping going. We're considering maybe cutting a day or two out just because we think that we can produce better content, less repetitive content. The other thing we're talking about is, as a matter of fact, we talked about, a lot of you guys don't even know I do Patreon, but I do Patreon. And so what we're going to do is, you figure we have 160 ball python clutches. We've already shown about 50-ish, 45-ish. I think that what we're going to do is the next 100 clutches, let's say 110 clutches, we might show 30 or 40 on the vlog. We've decided. But the other ones we're actually going to put out on Patreon. So we're going to film them just like we'd film the vlog, and we're going to put them on Patreon for our patrons, So if you're into egg cutting or egg collecting,
baby snakes, whatever
the case is, we're going to put some exclusive content on Patreon to give that audience some exclusivity.
Because we have to do it every day anyway. Might as well film it. We're right there with cameras, and we can give you, if you do like that content, you can.
Yeah, and you got to remember, we're going to cut all 160 clutches, but we may only show 40 or 50 that we cut. And the reason we're going to cut all of them is because you never know when there's a twin or a two-headed snake or something really radically different than we don't expect, and we want to be able to document that, in the normal vlog, and then if it turns out we cut the clutch and it's like, it's a bunch of, bananas and pinstripes, then we just push it out onto Patreon, and I think it'll be good. But it does really, it's a very difficult thing for me because I don't think anyone understands how much I love every single person that supports me. You know what I mean? Like I'm not living this life without you people. And to think that I may pull a day away and that day maybe you don't wake up and get to watch the vlog and maybe start the day with that positivity. That hurts me in the heart, like you can't believe. And that's probably maybe the only thing that's kept the vlog going as long as it has.
I wouldn't doubt that at all.
That might be the only major thing that keeps me motivated every day to do it every single day. Because if I took that factor away, I may have stopped doing it 7 days a week a while ago. And again, I'm not saying we're gonna shoot a video and I'm gonna make a decision sometime by early next week exactly what the vlog does. That's best for all of us, everybody. But again, crystal clear, I am not stopping vlogging. You will not see me just go away from YouTube for a long, long time. There's a lot of stories that I need to tell that are coming up. The expansion, just the list goes on and on and on. But I think that there's a good possibility that we may not be 7 days a week soon. It's not going to happen this week, but depending on the decision, it could happen soon after that. But again, it's not going to be anything radical. It's not going to be anything radical. I want to be there for you. And we've talked about, like, if we, like, let's say we decide to go 6 days a week or 5 days a week or whatever our decision is, we might actually even like put a short out on the days that we're not going to vlog, so that you still have a fun little content, and then I can still interact with you. I can still comment back and forth. So every day I can still have some interaction with you guys. So I don't think it's like a hard, like, okay, we're done.
Yeah, of course not.
So.
Tiffany says, hi guys, got my tattoo done. It hurt pretty bad.
Yeah, I saw that.
I could send Jay a pic on Messenger if you guys want to see it. Also, son had soy, apples, pork, and cats added to the allergies.
Wow. Yeah, I thought, Tiffany, if I didn't comment back to you today on your comment, because it was a crazy comment day today, which I love, by the way. I really did appreciate it. I read that earlier, that you had a tattoo, that it hurt, that your son had 4 more allergies. So if I didn't comment back, I apologize, because I meant to comment back about it, or maybe even started to comment back and didn't get through it. But congrats on the tat. Sorry about your son having more allergies, but it didn't sound like it's that terribly bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, those are any allergies are bad, but
yeah, of course.
But my question, can they do anything about that? Don't they give like allergy shots or something like that? So you slowly build up
like histamines and antihistamines. I don't actually know. So I went to an allergy doctor when I was younger, and they did the whole thing where they do like 400 needles on your back that prick you.
Yeah.
And I don't remember anything like where they said that they could fix it. I think, there might be.
Well, my brother was really. By the way, it's 6666.
Ooh, my favorite.
That's super chat, baby.
That's my favorite number.
My brother did go to the allergist. Again, this is now 40 years ago, so I'm assuming technology has changed a little bit. But yeah, he would go every week, and they would give him like a little teeny tiny microdoses of the things that he was allergic to build up his tolerance to those allergies. Again, I don't know if they still do that, but or if it's just like, hey, he's eventually going to grow out of it. Like I said, my nephew was very, very bad. I mean, as bad as it sounds like Tiffany's son is, and now he's 13 or 14. He still has allergies, but not nearly as I mean, most things he can now, like he can eat eggs now, he can drink milk now, he can things that like literally would send him to the hospital 5 years ago. So so keep that hope.
Hell yeah. Mama Tomsky.
Mama.
She says, hi, Brian and Jay. Just wanted to say what a deep vlog it was. You're loved by all, but it's what you guys want, and we'll support you. Your vlog is epic.
Well, thank you. Obviously, we appreciate you. Obviously, Jay appreciates you.
That's my mom.
And we'll see you next month. And yeah, listen, there's a lot of things to consider. There's what's good for us. There's what's good for our supporters. It's what's good for the business. There's a lot of it's never an easy.
It's not one dimensional.
But that being said, Jay and I had a long conversation yesterday about a lot of things. And
of course.
And it bothers. Listen. I don't care who you are. And I'm gonna. This is analogous to say a millionaire, right?
Yeah.
If you're a millionaire and you have $1 million, you want 2 million, and if you want 2 million, you want 10 million. And so numbers are always going to affect people. With people that say, I don't really even care if anyone watches, that's either you're like out on your own island or it's bullshit. Of course it matters how many people watch. You put a tremendous amount of energy, money, time, effort, everything else into producing something. And when you have 100,000 people watch every single day, the video that you put out, and then all of a sudden that number cuts in by 40%, it's going to affect you mentally, right? I mean, it's not like you're going to go, oh, it doesn't matter.
It's fine.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, when I started vlogging, if 50 to 70,000 people watched every day, I would have been ecstatic, But when you raise to 100 to 150,000 per day, and then all of a sudden it drops back down, it starts to make you feel like, what am I doing wrong?
Right.
I'm doing, there's something that I'm not doing right, And there is a small factor of YouTube cutting the algorithm back in order to push shorts. That's part of the issue. There's part of the issue that the world is opening up and people are getting outside and watching less YouTube, 100%. But that doesn't mean that, when I look at other channels, they're not seeing a 40% decrease. So that's more inclusive to what we're doing. And we are also seeing more comments. Now, granted, you can't look at, if you get 500 comments and there's 3 comments that say your vlog is getting boring because you collect eggs every single day. The other 497 people are like, I love you collecting snakes egg every day. So it's not going to make a decision based on the minority. But at that being said, there's some value to that. If more than one person thinks it, how many people think it that aren't saying it?
Right, and you got to remember that, the commenter, people that comment on videos, that is a demo. You know what I'm saying? So those are people that do love snake stuff. They're if they're invested enough to type to you, they're into the stuff you make no matter what it is.
Yeah. And
so it's a little jaded.
So you do have to at least start thinking about it, and then start soul searching about, is it right? Is it,
right.
And I do think we Jay and I both agreed that we have become more repetitive. And I think Jay talked about, I think what you said, which made me really think is, if Mr. Beast put out a 12-minute video and 3.5 minutes of every 12 minutes was almost the exact same video, you would probably not watch Mr. Beast as much, right? Yeah. And that's basically what happens. Even though we're collecting a different clutch and different clutch, still, but again, some of these commenters, again, they're the extreme. They'd be like, well, half your vlog is the same vlog.
Yeah.
No, it's not. We put out a 12-minute vlog and 3 minutes is collecting eggs, So it's not half the vlog. It's a quarter of the vlog, But the point taken is that there is a portion of the vlog that to people that don't really understand or are really engaged in the genetics behind, this lemon blast extreme gene Enchi, to them it's just another snake.
It's a ball python.
It's like, there's 6 more eggs, there's 8 more eggs, and I get it. And
we love that stuff.
Yeah, and I love it.
That stuff.
And in the past, listen, the first couple years that I filmed every single clutch, and I filmed every egg cutting, and I filmed everything, and people loved it. But now we're 5 years, almost, this is our 5th season of vlogging.
How many eggs do you think you've cut on fucking camera?
Oh my gosh, it's thousands and thousands. Probably tens of thousands. It's
crazy.
And so I get it. People that probably 4 years ago were like, I can't wait to see what Brian's going to cut today. Now a lot of those people are like, yeah, I saw Brian cut 8,000 eggs before. I'm done with it. And so now we just have to make it more exciting. And that's, so there's a lot of things to consider. It's not this easy shit. Just do what you want, Brian. You're fine.
Yeah, you gotta be great.
I wish it was that easy. There's a lot of things to consider, but we're going to make the best decision that we can make for us and for you, and we'll let you know.
Absolutely. Clistia.
Hi,
a girl.
She's upstairs at the Reptarium.
She was upstairs.
Oh, she left.
She goes, hey, Brian and Jay, sorry my son was getting overheated, so we did have to head home, but I am so happy I got to meet you and Lori. I had a blast.
Clistia, it was great to meet you. I'm glad. By the way, Verde peed on her.
Good. That's awesome. Good
at least you can take that home with you, too.
Yeah, stinky.
Yeah. But today there was a couple. I had Toothless didn't pee on anyone, but he almost peed on someone.
Oh, he loves doing that.
Yeah, he loves unleashing on people. As a matter of fact, I pulled it out, and the first thing I said is the only thing you have to be careful about is he will pee on you, and then all of a sudden he just exploded. So and then after that, he like his hemipenes, he kept on pushing his hemipenes out like he wanted to poo more on people. So I got to get that guy in check. I don't know exactly what he's doing, but it was nice meeting Clistia. Every time that I meet you guys in person at the Reptarium, that whether you comment on my videos or you comment on the podcast, it's really amazing to put the face to the name, and it's great. And today, it's nice because I can see people's whole face. I think Clistia had a mask on at first, but we got a chance to take a picture without a mask on, so it's nice to put a real face to the name. So it was great to have you here.
Our boy, brother Clint,
I just was talking about
you.
We
were literally just talking about you right before the podcast.
Yeah.
He says, brother Clint here. One of the hats I wear was formerly called ufology.
Ufology.
Now ufology. Aerial phenomenology. I'd love to chat on that and my 30 years of research.
I think that'd be great.
Especially for the times.
Reach out to me when you're ready to come up. Whenever you're ready to come up, we need to have you up. Period.
Yeah.
Just tell me when you're ready on a Saturday night. And that Saturday night is yours, 100%. You're a great guest. You're a great guy. And obviously, now, interestingly enough, for those, I'm a big UFO guy or UAP guy now.
I know.
And they do say, and this makes you even more concerned about this governmental,
release of information.
Is basically they've already said there will be no conclusion from it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what they're saying is that we don't know if it's alien, and we don't know if it's China or Russia, but we're not sure.
Right.
And all they've said is basically they haven't released a report, but
pretty much it's not ours.
They preemptively released the report. Preemptively they're saying what's going to be in the report is that we don't know, and we think it could be Russia or China, or we think it possibly could be alien, but we don't know. And they did say that China and Russia have been they do know they've been, and this is the part that I don't like, and it smells fishy to me.
Yep.
Is that they say they don't know, but they know that China and Russia have been putting a lot of money into hypersonic technology. Now, the question, the reason I think that sounds stinky is that if Russia and China are doing it, you don't tell me we aren't doing it.
Yeah, duh.
Come on.
How did you get the information? You hacked it, stole all the ideas, so like you obviously know.
We have been doing, I'm sure, hypersonic
for 40 years.
Yeah, for 10 years longer than those guys have. So if Russia, there's no way in the world Russia and China have fucking craft that are flying around interdimensionally, going through water and space, and we don't have that technology, or we don't know about that technology. So now, to be honest with you, if they're going to release this report saying they don't know, I actually think they do know. And I do think that there's a chance it could be our government's technology.
Yeah. I will say, though, there is a chance that they could be working on stuff that we're not, because they did just they lit that sun up.
Yeah.
That we're not doing nuclear fusion. We've only done fission in the United States. And the fact that they're doing that's crazy. I mean,
no, there's no, I'm not saying that they can't, but I'm just saying.
I know what you mean.
I'm just saying, like.
We would be working on it, too.
And if they did, we would know they did.
Right.
You know, like we know about the sun.
Right, exactly.
We know about the sun that they're doing. Between all the hacking, the spying, the satellites, you telling me that they're flying? You're telling me that in China there's some secret base that we can't see from satellite that are storing alien type craft?
It's in Antarctica, brah. Come on, man.
Come on, you give me a break, man. Yeah, I mean, listen. I still would love to think that they're aliens.
Me too.
But I don't believe the government one bit, and I think if the government releases saying we just don't know what they are, you're fucking lying to us. You are lying to us, and that's just the reality. I mean, and that bums me out because I thought for the first time maybe we might get a glimpse of, all right, we have at least they could say like, hey, we have a pretty good idea that this is alien technology.
I know. I was so hyped,
or interdimensional technology. Something on that lines, because there has been a lot of talk about that. The fact that there could be some sort of a time gap. Where maybe two different multiverses somehow collide through some rift in time space or something like that. That would at least make me feel like, all right, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But this we don't know.
Yeah, it's like, come on, dude. Then why even get everyone all hyped up?
Yeah.
Because then to me it seems like you're just distracting everybody from some other crazy shit.
Yeah, it's deflection. It's deflection, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's deflection.
Damn, son.
Can we rail this in?